Oh, hey, my name's Rodney Brown, and Pastor Chad encouraged us or challenged us to share a little bit of our testimony on social media. So I thought I would do that, and hopefully, maybe in a little bit of a fun way, we can learn something about me tonight. If you feel inclined, I would love to hear your story as well. I grew up as a Christian, or in a Christian family, I should say. My mother played piano. We were at the church every time the doors were open. That would be Sunday and Wednesday for sure. And looking at our family, you would think that we had it all together. And we were a good family, a good loving family. But about 8 years old, I went to a kids camp. And there was a young pastor there. And he was talking about getting saved and avoiding hell. And that seemed like a really good idea to me. So some friends of mine, they went down to the front, talked to the pastor, and I thought, I should do that too. So I did, and I was completely serious, but I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Thinking about telling my personal story, I got to thinking that, we really don't know each other that well. Mostly it's a very shallow level of intimacy. How you doing in the church hallways? You ask someone how they're doing and they say fine, and you're good for that. You really don't want to hear what they might have to say next. But thinking about doing this, I got to thinking, we're all wearing masks these days, and you're probably wondering, why is this goofball wearing this hat and this beard? Well, I wanted to have a little fun with you, but also I think it's important for us all to realize that we all wear masks. I mean, every one of us, we have our secrets, and I just wanted to share a little bit of my testimony growing up. I mentioned I got saved at 8 years old. For a long time, I really thought that was the truth, and I lived that way. Growing up in the youth department back home, I had a great church. I was really involved in the youth, involved in everything. Did everything that the youth did. I was really happy to be a part of that group. Love those people. But I was basically playing church. It was. I was, Joe Christian on Sunday, and then Monday through Saturday, I was just trying to be a good guy. I didn't get into trouble, and I was very respectful, but I just didn't feel like I had it all together as a Christian. So when I got to college, first semester I didn't even go to church at all. When I started college, and the holidays were coming, and I knew that my parents were going to ask me, about the new church and the friends that I'd met, and so that scared me a little bit. So I decided that, maybe I should go a few times. So I went, and I started being surrounded by people my age, some younger, some older, that were, really serious with their faith walk. They prayed, they read their Bible. It was obvious that they were living a life where they were trying to make God the center of their life on a day-to-day basis, and I wasn't doing that. So something started stirring in my heart that and I know it was Jesus now, but at the time I knew something wasn't right. So what I did was we had a college retreat out of town, and there was a guy there. He played guitar, and he, told funny stories about his life, and mixed in some Bible study with that. But he was a complete nut. I mean, he was absolutely crazy, and I loved it. That's how God got me. I think I had decided up to that point that Christian life it wasn't fun. I'd never seen really anybody have fun as a Christian. And you've been, do you want to go to a church where, everybody says, I've got Jesus in my life, and I'm really happy, and you should have Jesus too. It's not exciting. There's no reason why anyone would be appealing to that. So I think I had gotten to that point where I was, the Christian life just has no fun in it, and I don't know if I'm interested in that. But anyway, this guy at the college retreat, he was a complete nut. And one of the stories that he had told, I guess, really hit me between the eyes. It got my attention. And basically, he was saying, stand for something. Love other people. Do good in the world. But mainly, be Christ-like. And given my situation, I just didn't believe I could pull that off. So I guess it got serious for me. I started thinking, you can't continue to hang around these people. They're serious about their walk with Christ, and you've either got to decide that this is something that you want to make a commitment to, and you want to start living your life with God, at the center of your life, or you need to go find something else to do, because it was just not going to be comfortable for me if I continue to hang around these people who, honestly, it was the first time in my life I'd really seen people my own age that were completely serious about their walk with Christ. So I decided shortly after that college retreat that that I needed to solidify. I needed to make certain that Jesus was in my heart. And I did it when I was 8, but childlike faith, I understand that, but I don't think I was really living my life like you would if Christ was real to you. So I wanted to share tonight because today, and has for, I guess, the last 30 years or so, but I do. Every day of my life, I live like Christ is real, and that he died on a cross. Call me crazy, but he died on a cross for my sins. And I can't get over that. I realize that, the Bible tells us that, we're like filthy rags. There's not one of us that's good enough to get into heaven. When I was in high school and even college, I didn't lie. I wouldn't steal. I wouldn't even cuss. I mean, I was a really good guy, but good just, it doesn't get it. The Bible tells us that only Christ can give you that peace. Only Christ can offer you that salvation. All you have to do is accept it. It's a gift. It's like if someone gave you a wrapped up gift and you never opened it, you would never know what was in it, and you would never benefit from the gift. Well, Christ has given us this gift. He died for us, and all we have to do is accept that gift. And one of the things I love about my faith is that I can't do anything to earn my salvation. Now, I give to the church, and I pray, and I read my Bible, and I try to help people. But, that's not going to do it. It's just having Christ in my life, asking Christ to be a part of my heart, or be the center of my heart. And so I've done that. I've lived my life that way for 30 years. And I just wanted to tell you that, this coronavirus, it really hasn't scared my family much. My wife and my son and myself, we've all given our life to Christ. We live our life that way. And so, we know who's in charge of our future. We're being safe, obviously, but it really, I don't think it's really bothered us much because we have this peace that passes all understanding. So if you have any questions about this, I'm probably rambling, but I can tell you that I believe that, heaven is real. And a lot of people believe that heaven is real. But if you believe heaven is real, then you also have to believe that hell is a real place. And it's not some guy in a red jumpsuit with horns and, telling dirty jokes or, whatever someone might think you would do in hell. But I can tell you that it's a place of torment. It's a place separated from God. That's what it is. And you can never get out of that fiery furnace. You just burn, but yet you don't die. Obviously, you're there for eternity, and it's a scary, scary place. And so, if you believe in heaven, then you also have to believe in hell. And I'm not going to get this right, but I remember I've heard many times in the past where, Jesus Christ, he is either a liar, he is a lunatic, or he is Lord. The Bible tells us one day all of us will bow a knee to Christ. I don't want you or anybody that I know and love, I don't want anybody to miss out on that. So if you have any questions about my faith, if you want to challenge me, hey, bring it on. I'm not a scholar. I'm not a professional. I don't get paid. But I've been living this life for a long time, and I know what the Bible says. So if you have any questions, I'd be glad to talk with you. But I hope that you have that same peace. If you don't, thankfully in America, there is still a church on every single corner. So the answers are there. You decide what denomination you want to go to, but just find people who love people and want to point them to Christ. If you do that, then you're well on your way to living a wonderful Christian life. Now, I'm going to leave you with some really cool music. This is one of the things that we learned back there in college at the retreat. So thank you for listening. God bless, and we'll see you later. Listen to this great music here. Some of you watching this might actually remember this song. Beast of control, couch potato, VCR's got your soul. Couch potato. All right, I'm gonna let you go. God bless you. We love you.